Ciao belli! I usually don't winterize my motorcycles because I'm in Southern California. I ride all year round. But this year I'm gonna be gone in and out for a couple of months, and when I come home, most likely I'm not gonna ride the Aprilia. I'm gonna ride either the Africa Twin or the KTM. Either way, I decided for those 2 months to winterize the Aprilia because I love it and I don't want it to get ruined. So the way I do it is very simple, no tools required, but most important, the first step is go ride it one more time. So enough with the chit chat, let's get on. Riding it one last time is not just because you want to enjoy the bike one last time, it's also because by riding it, all the fluid warm up, especially the oil, and you can do a proper oil check as Aprilia recommends. But the next step is to actually wash the bike. In my case, I usually don't wash the bike per se. I use one of those and I dry clean the bike without using water. Besides, I love the smell of this thing. After I wash the bike, I check all the fluids, starting with the oil. Just want to make sure that it's clean and there is enough in there. And then the color and everything that comes with it. All right. Looks pretty good. It's between min and max. And it doesn't look black. It looks a nice brown. So that is good. Next up is gonna be the coolant. Then I'm gonna check the brake fluid, front and back. And then, if everything is good, I'm done and I move on. Next up, tire pressure. 33 up front, 36 in the back. Next up, I'm gonna add some stabilizer. And after that, I'm gonna top off with fresh fuel. Topping off and leaving the least amount of air inside the fuel tank prevents the fuel tank from rusting out. The Aprilia's tank is aluminum, it's not gonna rust out, but all the same, I don't want condensation in there because I don't want droplets of water to make their way into the system when I turn on the bike after the winter. After that, I get the bike and I put it on stands. Just like that. Okay, bear with me, we're almost done. 2 steps left, but 2 very important steps. The first step is you want to take care of your battery. You want to make sure that when winter is over and you go back to the bike to go for the first ride, well, the battery still has enough juice to start up the motorcycle. There are a few ways you can do that. First, and easier of them all, is get yourself a battery tender like this thing, link in the description, and you can plug it in. I have the plug already routed up under the rear seat, and simple enough, plug it in, forget about it. If you don't have the plug, but you have the battery tender, There is another thing you can do. The battery tender comes with an adapter, clamps. So what you can do, although very inconvenient, you gotta remove the seat, plug in your battery tender with the clamps, and that's it. Or there is a third option. Unplug the negative terminal on the battery and call it a day. Now the battery is not getting charged throughout the winter, but at the same time is not depleting either. Last step, even if the bike is inside, it's time to toss a cover on top of it. This is simple enough, but remember, if you took the bike for a one last spin, make sure that the exhaust system is cold enough when you toss in this highly flammable piece of cloth. And that's it, the bike is now protected throughout the winter. When it comes to me, the last few steps are all for nothing because I gotta move the bike to the side of the garage, but I hope you guys understand the meaning of it. There is no need to make it extra complicated, step over step over step. A few key things here and there, 15-30 minutes at the most, and your bike will be ready to go when the better weather comes around and you just slap the key in, turn it on, and off you go riding, which is the most important thing. Now, as always, for everything I used in this video, links are in the description. Thank you very much to my patrons. You guys are the best and we are growing. Yes. Other than that, dai tutti, and I'll see you next time. One last thing. I don't know how good the audio is gonna be because this is literally an afterthought while I'm done with everything. But if you don't have a cover for the bike, you can always use an old fitted sheet. The one for your bed, you know, the one that go around the mattress. That works pretty good too.